I'm Gemma.
I'm Eva.
And this is Readiculous.
Okay, so we're going to do the Would You Rather Booktube Edition. We found all these fun questions on Booktube. They're like 3 years old now, but we're new.
Yeah.
So we haven't done any of them. So we're each going to answer all 10 questions. It's going to be great. Question number 1. Would you rather read only trilogies or only standalones?
I feel like I mostly read standalones. I guess I've already read the ones that I'm gonna read, because I was gonna say then I wouldn't be able to read like Hunger Games, but I've already read it, so I guess standalones. I don't know. Yeah, standalones.
Is that your final answer?
I mean, yeah, it is, I guess.
Okay. I would say standalones because I like trilogies, but if I can get the full story in one book, and if I'm not, like if I was never allowed to read standalones again, like I feel like that would be worse than never being able to read a trilogy. I just feel like there's so many more options with standalones.
That's true, yeah.
Question number 2. Would you rather read only female authors or only male authors?
That's a hard question, because I feel like I read more female authors and I want to be like, I'm a female. Yeah, exactly. My favorite, like one of my favorite authors is John Green. And I don't know how it would feel if I was never allowed to read another John Green novel.
Tough choice.
So I almost feel like based on that, and also I like Stephen King novels, that like those are like kind of my favorites, that I would have to pick male authors.
I would pick all female authors. I feel like it's easier for me because like some of my favorite books are like Harry Potter. Yeah. I like Sarah Dessen books. I can't think of like a male author who, if I could never read their books again, I would be like as devastated as if I couldn't read like Harry Potter or a new Sarah Dessen book or something.
Yeah.
But I guess between the two of us, if you were reading all male authors and I was reading all female authors,
you could just we tell each other.
Share the information.
I read this really great novel that you'll never be able to read, so let me give you all of the info.
Question number 3. Would you rather shop at Barnes & Noble or shop at Amazon? I guess we could say like Chapters Indigo instead of Barnes & Noble because we're Canadian.
I think I'd rather shop at like Indigo. Yeah, you can get a better deal on the internet, but like I'm very go to the store, like see the titles on the shelf, see like the covers on the shelf, and like be drawn in by that.
Yeah, I'd for sure want to always go to Chapters or Indigo. Okay, would you rather all books become movies or all books become TV shows?
I think movies, because TV shows are like so much more of an investment. They could potentially never end, like, because I feel like with books being made into TV shows, like you could have the story that's in the book and then like the showrunner will just like make up new story for its characters, and like you could be watching a show for like 10 years. I think movies.
I don't know, this one's harder for me because I like that in a TV show, if you have like 10 episodes in a season, you can put more little details from a book into the TV show because you have more space for it versus a 1.5 hour, 2 hour movie. But at the same time, they would just go on forever, and I don't like when a show then just starts adding to the story so that they can continue the show. Yeah. So I guess I would say movie. Okay. Would you rather read 5 pages per day or 5 books per week?
100% I'd rather read 5 pages because I feel like 5 books a week, like on some weeks, like maybe that works, but like if that's your life, I feel like that's very stressful.
I would rather read 5 books a week.
Of course you would. You put 100 books as your Goodreads challenge.
I mean, that's only 2. But if I could only read 5 pages per day or had to read 5 books per week, I would do 5 books per week. I couldn't deal with 5 pages per day.
Yeah, I just don't want the stress.
Yeah. Would you rather be a professional reviewer or a professional author?
No.
Next question.
Neither. I guess. I don't think I would want to be a professional reviewer. Again, the stress. If you're a professional writer, you don't have to be like a good one. So
I mean, if you were professional, I would assume that you would be a good one, because that's why you would be a professional.
I mean, there's doctors who suck at their job, so.
I mean, they put a lot of work in, though.
Right, but that doesn't mean you're good at it. So I could be putting in a lot of work on my professional novel, but shit. Is this a family-friendly, non-swearing
I guess
account?
not anymore. I'm adding my own spin to these because they're not super specific.
Right.
Like how you would want to make your money. So you would have to at least be a good enough author to
Fine,
make
I
your
guess
money
I'd
to
rather
be
be
a
an
professional
author. I don't really like critiquing other people like that much.
Oh, I love it.
Like, and to have to do it as my job. Because, like, you're not always going to be reading good books. So sometimes you'd have to be like, this book wasn't, like, that great and I would feel bad. I'd rather have people be like, I didn't really like this book versus me being like, I didn't like this book.
I'm the opposite. If I wrote a book and someone was like, I didn't like it, I would be like, that offends me and I hate you. Versus I would be fine with being like, oh, I didn't like that book that you wrote. But if I had to be either a professional reviewer or a professional author, I would be a professional author.
Right.
It would just be more devastating because I wouldn't want people to critique my work, but they would.
Same answer, but different reasons why, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather only read your top 20 favorite books over and over, or always read new ones that you haven't read before?
I think I'll go new ones.
Same.
Because
I love the books that I've read, and like my favorite books, like my top 20 favorite books. Obviously, I love them. That's why they're my top 20.
Yeah.
But I remember them fondly, and I don't have to read them over and over again. Like I would. That's why I like them, is because I could read them over and over. But if I couldn't read any new books and could only read those 20 books, that's like defeats kind of the purpose of reading.
Because 20 books like seems like a lot when you're like, oh, 20 books, if you have to like read them all at once or something. But it's not. Like for the rest of your entire life, you can only read 20 books.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I would put all 7 Harry Potters in my top 20, but like
I would.
So for you,
but then I would be reading the Harry Potter
you have
series
7
over and over and over and over.
books already taken up by like one world.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
New books for sure.
New books. Okay. Would you rather be a librarian or be a bookseller?
I don't really want to be either of those, so I don't know. I guess I would pick librarian.
I wouldn't want to be a librarian just because it seems like a lot of work to be a librarian. I would find it easier to sell books that I liked and like not have like a whole library to have to handle. Because I couldn't handle the whole library. I'd go to the library for 5 minutes and I'm already like, I gotta leave the library. I got my books, I gotta go. Would you rather only read your favorite genre or only read every genre except your favorite? I feel like I just know these questions.
I feel like I'm so conflicted. I feel like some of these are like really hard for me, and I'm just like, really? I don't want to pick because
I'm like the least decisive person. And every question I'm like, no, I know. I would rather only read my favorite genre because I would say my favorite is YA, and there's so many different genres within YA.
That's true.
That like I could get everything I needed from within that.
I was thinking while I was like just sitting here not answering, I was thinking I was like my 2 favorite like genres are probably like YA and then like suspense thrillers. And then I was like, I can't give up suspense thrillers for YA.
But you could
find
thrillers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's probably there are
like there would be obviously some that you couldn't read that you would want to read, but it would be I would not want to give up YA to only be able to read anything else.
When I'm 70, do I still want to be reading YA?
I do.
Maybe. Probably.
If I make it to 70, I would love to still be putting my brain into like the story of a 16-year-old. Having like a summer fling through books when I'm 70. Last question. Would you rather only read physical books or only read e-books?
Of course, physical books. Like I
can't do
an e-reader, but I don't like it.
I would prefer like audiobooks over an ebook for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Which isn't an option, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's really easy to like if you need to flip back to something.
Oh yeah, instead of like swiping through pages. Although it is kind of convenient if the library doesn't have a physical copy to be able to get an ebook, but if I couldn't read physical books, if I picked ebooks, I would for sure pick physical. I'd just wait. I'm a patient person. We all know this about me.
Yeah. Definitely accurate. 100%.
That was our Would You Rather. As you can see, we're a little similar and also very different. You can tune in again next Saturday and every Saturday when we post new videos. So make sure that you subscribe down here somewhere and ring the little bell so you get notifications when our new videos are up. And we'll also have our Goodreads links and Instagram and Twitter links in the description. Follow us at ReadiculousYT on Twitter and Instagram, and we'll see you next time.
Bye! Yeah. Let's just go. Bonus.